Good morning, y'all. It just rained last night. You can see the big difference. This avocado's getting a little too much sun. That's what happens when you put it in the shade and then throw it back in the sun. Leaf burn. Gotta always be vigilant of what you do out here. So, we got some tomatoes. So I'm just doing a little walk around today. Let me see if my phone will survive the heat. It always seems to heat up, and that's why I don't do long videos anymore. This is my sugarloaf, and it actually has a fruit. Hopefully it's still here. There you go. There's the fruit. It's got a mango and a couple of small ones here as well that just might stay on. Fruit punch. My guayaba, I tipped it today. It had a big long branch. I took those tips and actually grafted them somewhere else. So hopefully I will be able to spread that love. So what I got back here, I got my mulberry. Don't know if I have any mulberries in here for me to eat. Birds seem to be beating me lately. But that's a mulberry. Don't ask me the type. It was supposed to be a Pakistani mulberry, but it was sold to me as something else, which isn't too uncommon. Got a little one here. Moving on, Rollinia. It got transplanted from a different location. Needs nutrition. This one was the one I tipped this back yesterday. I actually have to come out here and whitewash it. I tipped it back. It didn't do anything for me this year. The growth was coming out funky. So I gave it a nice fertilizer drench yesterday. Adamoya. Oh, look at that. That's the Murray graft. So this is my third graft that has taken. Murray graft on my Adamoya. I have another one there and another one right here. Murray's that I got from Truly Tropical. This is an avocado, grows and grows, hasn't given me anything. Well, let me go back to my dwarf avocado. Dwarf avocado, she flowers, she produces fruit, but always drops it. I'm thinking of taking that one out and putting it in a pot. See what it does in a container. And I'm gonna put something else in that spot. Don't know what it is gonna be yet. Karen Michelle mango that I put in there. This is an unknown tree. I think it's one of those wild figs. And look up, that's my Royal Poinciana. She's growing back, and I actually have to trim all these little inside branches because I don't want them growing like that unless I plan to top the whole top of that tree off, and I don't think I could do that. So it does give a lot of shade, but I don't want that much shade right now. Avocado, I needed to get a little more sun. What else? Oro Negro, which I'm gonna plant it. It'll be coming out here in this area. Trying to see if it gets enough sun over here. I got some tomatoes. Yep, they are in the ground, y'all. This is my plum cot and my pluots, which are experimental. We'll see if they produce in this part of the area. This is my tangerine. That was a pomegranate. My nectarine. I still have nectarines on here. Sunracer nectarine. Nice and soft. Cotton candy mango. There's a graph I just did today. That's from the guayaba mango. This is my Super Julie, which I put in the ground few days ago. And you saw that video, yes, this is gonna get trimmed back. Eventually this tangerine tree it'll be going because it's not a heavy producer. But in the meanwhile, I'll be using it as cover. Let's see what I have. Here's another mango. This is my peach, Snow White. Loaded with peaches. I've been spraying it with spinosad in hopes that that will keep the fruit flies away. Scarlet Beauty. First year that Scarlet Beauty has not given me a crop load of fruit. I got a few, but this is actually the first year that I didn't get too many fruit, which is fine. I guess it needs to rest every once in a while. More tomatoes in the ground. I have a lot of tomatoes in the ground. I know they should be in containers, but you know, what happens is that, you know, I stall, and then the last minute I have to put them in the ground. So this is my pickering. It's got some nice size fruit on there. It's dropped a few, but it still has, for its size, it does have a lot. So there you go. This is my plum. This is my Frankenstein plum. It's got nectarine grafts on here. It's got like about 4 other varieties on here right now. June plum, which is holding fruit. These fruits are actually from last year. They're just starting to get a little yellow blush, so they'll be done soon. They'll be ready. More tomatoes. This here is my sweet lemon. The lemon, sweet lemon, sweet lime. Actually, sweet lime. And these are some of my. This is from my regular lemon. Some cuttings that I have, and that will be, let me show you the first cutting that I have of this tree, and that's this one. This year she actually bloomed, first blooms, and she's holding a few fruit, not too many, but next year should be super loaded. I used to have an older tree over on that side, which eventually I chopped it down because it was the wood was just deteriorating on it, the trunk, and I was able to save that cutting, so I'm happy because it was very productive. Abul ceiling. I got some eggplants that I popped in. I got Roselle. Bunch of little nicks and knacks on this side. Let's walk down a little bit more. These are my grapes. They're coming out. There's little blooms on there, and of course the Go Fritterlies love I have a wild passion fruit up there, and they love it. I also have a purple possum on the other side, which I put up on the fence, but it's small, and as long as they go for the wild one, I'll be happy. This is, I forgot, I think it's a creme brulee that I planted in the ground. Sugar apple, and this, I believe this was my 4th Murray graft, but I'm not sure that this one is gonna take, and it's actually pushing on the bottom. I'm like undecided whether to let these push and just let it go, and I don't know, I think I'll just let it push. I don't want to be stuck. See, the thing is, when you do a graft and it doesn't take it, if you keep taking off all of these, then when this one you realize it hasn't taken, you've already killed all your possibilities. So you have to be careful. It's like you got to really think it over what you want to do. Venus mango, flushed out beautiful, and this is my baby right here, my honey kiss. Honey kiss. I don't need to say anymore. So you can see she's loaded. And that tree is actually the only mango tree that has never got cold damage. in all these past years. It's just where it's at. It's a sweet spot. Mexican sunflower, which I use as a chop and drop, and also as a cover in the winter time. I make sure that it's nice and high before the first cold hits. Only thing about Mexican sunflower is a one-time deal. Once that cold hits it, she pretty much browns up. So if you get a few days of cold, she's not gonna be helpful on the second and third days or the following days. This is a moringa. I have a dragon fruit that's running up there, and it is going up and up and up. I have to clip that moringa up there. Otherwise, that dragon fruit is just gonna keep going higher and higher and growing, and it doesn't give me any fruit. So this was a fruit punch graft. It's actually pushing out, which I'm glad. I wasn't sure whether it had made it or not. This is another avocado which I have, which is finally pushing out again after months of just sitting there doing nothing. Another tomato, y'all, in the ground. Do they produce? Yeah, they do produce. Pepper. This is Scotch bonnets. See them right there? Red hybrid jaboticaba. And this is my Phoenix mango. It's got a few mangoes on there. Not a boatload, but it's got a few. It's got maybe eight of them. It's good enough for me. I mean, the most I got them from this one is one mango. So I'm happy. You got some of these curly python peppers here. Let me show you these. These are the Cubanelle type of peppers. Right here. A whole bunch of them in there. What else we got? Let me show you my big beauty pepper right here. That's a blout. Blout or blunt. I forgot the exact name, but it's a pepper as well. Another tomato. Look at these little peppers. These are lemon drop or something like that. They turn yellow. They have a little nice bit of heat to them. They're good for cooking. They have a nice heat. Just the perfect amount, in my opinion. But as you can see, she is very productive. Very productive. You got some more peppers there. This is my Edward. And Edward is holding fruit. This is the first year that she'll be holding fruits. And this one's done. But yeah, she has those two. She got a few more up here. But you know, hey, I'll be happy with one or two. First year, hey. Because you always know that the following years, you're gonna have more and more. This is another one of those blout peppers. I'm not sure the name offhand. This is an unknown mango, which I did a graft. Graft is pushing. This is my CC Love, which is pushing as well. This is my dwarf pickering. This is the first pickering. Actually, he's older than my other one. But I let this one fruit from when she was young. So it always kept it stunted. And then the cold came, and then I had to pug it right there. So that it is what it is. Here's another graft that I did today, which I gotta mark these things because I be forgetting. Let me go back here. I think I missed this mango. This is a mango, which I believe to be a Kesar. Just pushing. These guys are starting to die back because they don't really like the heat. Those are nasturtiums. This is a Saigon du Pois mango. Flushing out. These are sun golds that I let go wild. So yeah, they're producing. I got sun gold and I have another variety in there. And this is what I call my tomato jungle. There's a whole bunch in there, the bigger ones. But yeah, I've been picking this every day. A steady supply of those little sun golds. What else I got here? I got some zinnias, my little zinnia collection, my marigold collection, a little bit of flowers for the pollinators. I got a seedling breadfruit, which I need to put into a bigger pot already. See what she does. This is my tangerine tree. If any of y'all see my videos, I still got tangerines on there. They just dry up, fall off eventually. This year though, she did not flower as much, so I'm gonna have a very light crop. And this is my longan, which, as you can see, is getting shaded. That's why I need to kind of trim back this Royal Poinciana. All right, so we're back to my Karen Michelle, and then another one that is doing good for me this year, Pineapple Pleasure. There's more over there. Go to the front, more up here, more. And these fruits, these Pineapple Pleasures, if you're not familiar with them, they are pretty big. I think they can get like a good 2 pounds. I don't know if they get bigger than that, but they're a pretty decent size, and they're bumpy. If you look at them, they're bumpy texture. Smooths out as it grows. This is my lemon meringue. I'm in the backside of the tomatoes here, y'all. Check them out. Tomatoes. These are in a bed, and as you can see, they're a little healthier in a bed. They do grow a little bigger. So don't think that I don't believe in growing stuff in beds. I do. It's just you have to have those beds set up. You gotta have all that soil in the bed, and soil and buying these beds is not cheap, y'all. I'm gonna tell you that. And you need the space. This is the, shoot, I forgot. Blood orange. This is a blood orange. It actually is holding fruit. Whether or not I'm gonna keep them on, but it actually has one right there, decent size. It's got another one that looks kind of yellow. Here's another decent size. So it'll hold those 2 fruit. I just don't know. Oops, sorry. Almost dropped the camera. Just don't know if I'm gonna keep them on. This is my variegated lemon, which always drops leaves like crazy. I don't understand it, but it's holding some fruit as well. All right, y'all, so we did full circle. These are my nectarines, Arctic Snow, I believe, and Arctic Queen or something like that. All right, what else do I have to show you guys? Let's go down to this side. This will be my last, this will be the last side of the yard. This is my starfruit. I don't know what the name is of this type. It's the Kabangang or whatever. She's full of flowers. She has some fruit. I've been moving it around, and I had it in full sun. It didn't like that, so that's why you see the yellowing leaves. Starfruit is very sensitive to water, to drying up, to putting in too much sun. Starfruit is very sensitive, y'all. It's a drama queen. This is my pomelo. Surprisingly, I don't know, I had a few flowers, and I really thought this year was gonna do a lot, because it didn't do anything the previous year because I had hacked it, but don't know why. It gave me a light. Seems like even my pomelo, my other pomelo, gave me a light bloom. It might have been because of the cold. So what you guys are looking at here is my Tropic Beauty Peach, which has been hacked so many times because I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. These fruit flies just come in and they just infest all the peaches, and it's just a shame. And I don't want to have a big peach tree like this here. It has a few, but since I hack the wood, which has the budding wood, shoot, I just saw something buzzing over there. Hope that wasn't one of the fruit flies here already. I've been spraying this with the spinosad as well, but I don't know how that's gonna do, because I sprayed last year and then they still got to them. So, and I know you guys are saying, well, why not bag them? This thing, when it's in full production, will have around 100 peaches. Very hard to bag all of those peaches. And even after bagging them, I tried that once or twice, they still got to the fruit. Nothing much down this way. Some dwarf bananas and moringa down the end. That's my harvesting moringas that I harvest from. All right, y'all, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Y'all saw everything. And yeah, guys, have a good one. Everything that's on this side is pretty much ornamental stuff that I grow over here. You know, orchids, wild orchid, ground orchid. These are my desert roses. This is my pomelo. This is my main pomelo, which has some fruit still I gotta pull off. And monstera. Other stuff that I have in here under the canopy. And I think that's it, y'all. This is anamu. It's a healthy plant. Look it up. Anamu. Guinea weed, I believe. I just ate it, so you know it's healthy. All right, guys, take it easy. Have a good one. Orlando Backyard Gardening, signing off.